issues, and I can mention one of the trending issues, very typical, AFCON and how the Black Stars performed. We have a few celebrities who are in the news, and we'll talk about it. The only Reverend Minister who is so inclined with entertainment, or should I say Counselor, of course not Reverend Minister, he hasn't gotten there yet, but yes.
What did you just say?
Counselor, you know.
I am a gazetted Reverend ordained minister. You're careful.
Gazetted Reverend ordained minister. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Reverend. But yes, who is so abreast with current affairs and entertainment news. So we have him here every Thursday, and today is not an exception. We would have him going out, explaining to us what he thinks about some of these issues. But before we do that, we have to go right to our sponsors. Cheesy Pizza is telling you that, hooray, they have brought up a new branch at East Legon, one of the entertainment and food hubs in Accra. East Legon is providing you one of the best Cheesy Pizza branches with ultra-modern facilities, very, very suitable places to eat, drink, and dine with your friends and family. That is just an addition to the numerous other branches that they have. So please, if you are around East Legon or within its environs, make sure that you note that Cheesy Pizza is right there waiting for your call. You can call them on 059-914-0072, 059-914-0072. Call Cheesy Pizza today and enjoy some cheesy pizza. And also, Mama Put says, come on board and experience the best Ghanaian and Nigerian local dishes. The ones that you crave for every time, the ones you want to try for the first time, the ones you've heard so much about. If you're a Nigerian and you need some good Ghanaian food and you cannot trust your Ghanaian friends, go to Mama Put. She'll serve you some good food there. And if you are a Ghanaian and you want to taste Nigerian food for the first time, or you enjoy it like me and want to continue eating, contact Mama Put. She's located at Spintex, right on top of the Cheesy Pizza Spintex branch, which is a very easy location to contact. And then their contact is 0553416041, 0553416041. Call them today and make all your orders. Kings Drive Ghana Limited is saying that you need to be a car owner this year. You've been saying it for how many years now, but the financial constraints has always been pushing you back. And they understand that this is the major problem for people who do not own cars yet. These days, it is not a necessity. It is not a luxury anymore. It is a necessity. And so Kings Drive is offering you many, many different offers that will suit your pocket. Some are even tailored just to suit your pockets. And so all you have to do is to contact them. They are located at Kaswa. And note that they have cars of various models. So you have no excuse. By the close of this year, if you are smart enough to call Kings Drive Ghana Limited, you will be a car owner today. So call them now on 0545-298-405 or 0550-342-073. Call Kings Drive Ghana Limited today and be a car owner. So please, can we just start?
Yes. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. And
how has your week been?
It has been stressful, but
I'm very grateful.
Grateful that it's stressful?
Yes, because you see, one of the things we've not learned in life.
Can I just mention, I just can't keep hold of it, but you're looking as dashing as always.
Oh, thank you.
And I don't understand why you are so top-notch in your outlook.
Well, I'm a billboard, actually. So if you are a billboard, there's a way you are supposed to look. And I'll say it everywhere that when you have people who are supporting you, you need to appreciate them for what they're doing for you.
That's right.
I think for the past 5 years and counting, one brand that has held me down and have never changed is Bodyline Clothing. They give me everything to wear. So when I wear suits, you see that because it's quality. I mean, it's expensive. Poor people will say any boy a day. But those who know how to manage, who are not poor, will want to buy things like this that when you wear it. Actually, if you are even not too handsome like the young man who you met, that old guy you saw.
I didn't see any old guy. I didn't meet any young guy.
I mean, the guy who is claiming he's in love with you, but you are relaxing. And I mean, don't waste your money on your love on poor people. What is a poor man doing around love? The guy I'm talking about, he knows himself. I mean, they can't buy such things to wear. But when you walk to Bodyline Clothing, located at Accra Central in the Despite building, they take good care of you. You dress well, and they have been very good to me. I appreciate them. Bodyline Clothing with the massive power, and you'll be on a day the brand. Ebe di obi to say me mechi. Esan say nkrofo be dey suro so me dey omanyama na me sha nkrofo be tododo. Me dem say, you see how the world is. When I started, somebody started giving me a suit, and he started bluffing me. When he realized that now I've been used to Bodyline Clothing, he's coming with offer. And me, I am not a fool. I am
you
not
are very loyal.
Me, Jimmy, sir. Say all of a sudden, the fool for a boy. Look at me a day. Me, I wish I'm a Nigerian, but I will never be a Nigerian till I die.
That's
because
true.
Nigerians are not straightforward like the way you think they are. They are only straightforward when it comes to sex.
So why do you wish you were like
because of sex?
Oh.
Yes, when it comes to sex, they are straightforward.
They are very good. What's the meaning?
No, you've never had sex with a Nigerian lady before.
Lady? How would I even be able to have sex
but you don't befriend them.
But how would I be able to have
you are a virgin, so what I'm saying, you have no idea about it. But guys who have had sex with Nigerian ladies, when they meet Ghanaian girls, they tell them, why can't you behave like a Nigerian?
Because they're straightforward.
Yes.
When they want it, they want it.
It's not when they want it. They don't know where there's no more. You meet a Ghanaian girl and and the next thing you hear is that, will you marry me? Oh, will you marry me? And but the Nigerian person knows that
this is so unfair.
No, this one they know they're using it to pay rent.
This is so unfair.
So other you find out
Ghanaian ladies are too serious. They know that they are going.
In life, anybody that is too serious is a failure. You don't have to be serious in life. Take it one day at a time. Are you aware that anybody who sleeps and wakes up with an alarm clock is a very, very stupid person on earth? Oh yes, with no apologies. Why should alarm clock wake you up?
So if you are seeking for help, I feel attacked because
no, but have I mentioned your name? You are designed to be waking up by alarm clock.
Counselor, we have some trending issues.
No, this is the you sleep with alarm clock and you wake up with alarm clock.
I feel like
these are the people who are causing conflict in marriage. And today, if you're watching me, our conversation on conflict in management, we are continuing. I told you that for the first 3 months, we'll manage conflict properly. And these are some of the issues that have started serious conflict. Or the clock, sorry. Because how do you live with the alarm clock on yourself? And a man who sleeps beyond 4 hours a day has a mental problem. Normal. A man. Every man must sleep 8 hours medically. 8 hours.
I sometimes sleep less than 4 hours.
No, you sleep 8 hours. Your body doesn't need 8 hours sleep.
Because I feel like prosecuting you right now, but that.
I mean, if you want to prosecute me, rather prosecute me because
that I need help to wake up. So that I have to.
You need help to wake up. It means you have a mental problem.
On set on time.
No, don't you know this one is what brings you money to eat? Now what damn at the amount you can't Now it's alarm clock and so you marry and there's no alarm clock, then you begin to start conflict.
You cannot break my heart past what AFCON has done to me.
AFCON. Were you on the field?
No. I wasn't on the field.
Let me say a big thank you. Let me say a big thank you whilst you are saying AFCON. Let me say a big thank you to Mr. Young for my shoes. Unfortunately for me, this is October Cloth Puma. And almost can sponsors no. Go to Other Rice Building in Chen Kama. Now copy be shake. Now mama him say, "Wow, Shem last week, I just unveiled my signature Louis Vuitton sunglasses."
Please, it's Louis Vuitton, not other S. It's Louis Vuitton.
Did you see me saying what you are saying?
I didn't see you, I heard you.
Thank you very much. But thank you for the Louis Vuitton new shades that I just unveiled. This is a signature. Menkase Kotobi. I want to be the only one wearing it in the system. Oh, here for dos no kruma makruna your time. Oh, you need to pay me chow. In your poverty, go and pay the school fees of your children. AFCON has been very, very good. And I want to say a big thank you to the Black Stars. They have been so good to us. We appreciate them. They should forget about all the noise people are making in this country. How many of you have gone through a fight like this for a nation Ghana before? Look at what you went through. I mean, how many of you bleed on any part of your body and you continue playing? This is not boxing that they will put a cream on it to stop. But this young man is forcefully sacrificing for the country.
The plaster was too big. I felt it was exaggerated.
When it's exaggerated, is it your face?
But I felt
your face?
It just was there to create the impression that he was so hurt and he was.
But did you see blood oozing from his forehead?
Slightly.
These witches and wizards that are called Ghanaians, including yourself, are the people who caused us not to win this thing. And we didn't want a win. No, we didn't need a win. What do we need a win for?
No, but Councillor George Lutro, let's be very sincere.
But am I not sincere?
No, I'm asking you a question. Allow me. Please listen to me.
I'm listening.
So we task them to do something.
You and who?
Ghana as a country.
They sacrifice themselves to go and do that for us. We didn't task them.
If you have been given a task, it is not mere sacrifice. You are being paid for it.
Did they fail?
No.
Did they fail?
Who is the host here?
Who is hosting who?
So allow me to talk and then please.
But you are talking.
Yes.
And I'm listening.
Don't interject.
These are side issues.
Don't
and they are
interject.
miscalled.
If you have an opinion,
you tend to respond.
Counselor, if you have an opinion, I would gladly listen to it. But listen to my question.
Don't
listen to my question and then answer.
Good morning, Tonga Tali Kasa.
Counselor, they have been given a task to go and do their best. Please, please listen to me throughout and then you can talk.
Yes.
To go and do their best. They're going to be paid, rewarded in several other ways. They've been given all they have asked for to make sure they perform well. We have track records of how we've performed before. And so we're expecting that it's at worst it's the same.
Who is expecting?
More. The country is expecting.
Thank you, but you give them
they have even assured us.
Yes.
After our game with Gabon.
Yes.
And they didn't go well and everything.
Yes.
The captain of the team came again and assured us that it was going to be better.
Yes.
And we're definitely going to qualify. So, now it came and they have performed abysmally.
Anybody who uses that word has a brain damage. Do you know what it means to say that somebody has performed abysmally? Who are you comparing the person to?
We are comparing it to the track record that we've had.
Now the track record, count the number of people you use for your first track before you come and look for the record of the current track.
10-11. So, Councillor, you are saying that you were very impressed with
I have not come to the 10-11. The squad you are using to say track record.
Who picked up the squad?
Where are they? Was there someone who missed penalty in this particular one?
You said you didn't have a problem with Milovan anyway.
Milovan. What has he done?
So, Councillor, are you telling me that
are you insulting the intelligence of the president of GFA?
Are you?
Or insulting the group leaders?
If something has gone wrong,
nothing has gone wrong. What went wrong?
Are you telling me, Councillor, that you are impressed?
Did the boys go to AFCON?
Are you telling me you are impressed?
No, did they go to the AFCON?
They did.
You won't thank God. One time I can remember, a group like this was ready to go for a particular match, whether it's AFCON or something. All the 22 players plus their driver and everything all perished. They didn't even.
Because they have survived their lives.
They didn't even appear there to go and
So we should clap because they have survived
but who needs your clap? Nobody needs your clap. Nobody. We don't even want you to say anything.
There are other.
Either you win or you lose. Why are you so interested in saying that if somebody loses, is losing not a mark? F is not a figure. Is it not a figure?
Encouraged.
You should be encouraged to do what? Did you see them sleeping on the field?
Anyway,
didn't they play?
Councillor, there are other people who
attitude.
There is another problem that people have with the last match. They claim that Comoros, this is the first time they ever qualified, and so they are so inexperienced.
Do you know where they are in the FIFA ranking?
Can I finish?
Do you know where they are in the FIFA ranking? They are at 142, and where we are just at 52. Somebody who have lost to 142. You are comparing them to someone who just be at 52.
Can I finish, please?
Why are you looking? You see what you are doing in this country? If I were to be the boys, I will come back to this country
and all the ideologies. Look,
there's nothing. All those analyses are bogus. When I
sit here as a presenter, I'm trying to communicate the thoughts of people. So please listen to me and then reply. When you reply, you are replying to many other people.
I mean, the questions they give to you are questions that irritate you.
I am just saying that there are two things. Generally, outsiders who know Ghana for two things.
Which is?
Kwame Nkrumah.
Who?
And football.
Who is Kwame Nkrumah?
I'm not going to talk about Kwame Nkrumah.
So then why do you mention him?
And football.
No, it's not true. There are only two things people know about this country.
And that is?
Councillor Lutrot. And the rest. So don't ever say that thing I say.
Let's say it's part of the rest.
It's not part. No, it's not. No.
Football is part of the rest.
No, it's not part of it. It's Councillor Lutrot. So if you are discussing anything, 0277 609 644, the whole world should know there's only one councillor in the world. The rest are learning. And if you are saying anything in Ghana, it is Councillor Lutrot. My sister, hear this and hear it well.
Can I finish? I mean, you told me the two things. You told me the two things.
So you believe it. Repeat it for the people to hear. What are the two things? What are the two things? No, what are the two things?
You want me to repeat, Councillor? I'm not going to repeat it.
But you just did it. Go ahead.
Football,
let's go.
Yeah. With our mark in football.
Yeah, whose mark?
With our mark as a country.
Our previous mark. Use that English.
Obviously, our previous mark, because now we are just going
with
down,
the previous squad.
Yes.
Asamoah Gyan, John Pestle.
That is right.
What's the name of the guy? Steven Appiah.
That is right.
Agogo.
ACN.
I mean, those are our squad. That we had a record. Right now, the record is gone.
Antoniana and all those people.
I mean, all those people, they played. And they played well because they love girls. This current team, you stop them from having sexual intercourse before the football.
Is married. Did he love girls? Or
I mean, but marriage doesn't change your sexual ability. Any man who is too married like me
at least he doesn't
will
have
always have sexual deficiency.
Councillor, let's not deviate from where we are
I'm telling the footballers too who went to the AFCON this time. There are so many things you deny them of. Did you see any beautiful girl on the pitch who was part of the supporting team of Ghana?
Are you making a mockery of the entire situation?
In this world, there are things that you offer to people to win.
Councillor, are you making a mockery of the entire situation?
Why are you still in this country whilst people are going to play AFCON? They should deliver them girls like your type. You, people like Nana Namoa, people like Yvonne Nelson.
Did they ask for these
They
girls?
Don't need to ask. You should think for them.
Are you making a mockery of the situation?
Define mockery. But you put people whose faces are fearful and wonderfully made out of creation to go and support them. When they say, yeah, it's frightful. Look, there are things that brings motivation to men. What did you do for the boys? Or you think money is all? What is $10,000?
So
that
was the reason why they performed the way they did.
The way they perform is an expectation that is beyond repairs, and we love it. Congratulations, boys. Nobody can do what you just did. Ask them, how many of them have done something for Ghana? What have they done for Ghana? Ask this girl sitting down here, what has she done for Ghana? Congratulations, boys. Come back to Ghana. Come and work yourself up. We'll go and play the qualifiers for the World Cup. We'll go to the World Cup again. And
people don't have faith that
we don't need the faith of people. How many of them have been in Elbasta before? Do you know what it means to even be called? Somebody says, and the goalkeeper was from an academy. You, from academy. So you want a goalkeeper from where? We had Fatah, that's our goalkeeper. You say he's frightful. He went for juju to scare people, and that one to become a problem in this country. Look, you see, Ghanaians are people that I told you last week. If you follow them, you don't achieve anything. In life, there are two things you shouldn't forget. Failure is also a mark. Pass is also a mark. The boys
we should be encouraging it.
Yes. Yes.
I see. Then how do we progress if we encourage that?
Because anytime you encourage failure, it is an act of making people move from one step to the other. You don't discourage failure. Not attempting. It can never be compared to going to attempt to fail. Boys have done their best.
I know you have a personal assistant. If you expect something from her and then she performs way below your expectations, are you happy? Do you just leave it as that?
Yes. I
hope she's listening to me so that she does exactly that.
Because she's working for me. She can't do everything I want, the way I want it done. But she needs to do it the wrong way. I encourage her, and the next time she will learn to do the right thing. That's how we do. We don't condemn them.
You encourage people when they do things wrongly.
But what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
No, you're giving me a very different ideology. I'm just
trying to... let's begin to learn that everybody's like, they didn't do well, and sack Milo. We should sack Milo and bring what? Pure water? Pure water?
People think that CK Akono would have done much better than
he could have not done anything. Where was he?
For what reason?
Was he not there?
For what reason do you think
people are fool to change CK?
He wasn't the coach.
What was he?
He's been removed from that position.
So was he qualified?
He was not. He didn't have the mandate.
Somebody made a decision for us that the best person is Milo.
And this is what the
Can you people shut up and follow the decision of the leadership? What is that? Everything Mecca. What do you know about football?
Is it wrong?
Hey boys, congratulations. We are waiting for you in Ghana. Come and put your ass together. Have good lifestyle again. Come and enjoy. I mean, you are alive. Come and watch the rest of the match on TV and come to Ghana and enjoy yourself. See how your businesses are doing. All the money you had for all the matches, invest the money into something very good like Tonga Tali tablets or like Funny Love baby diaper. Come and establish business and wait for the football match that we're going to use to qualify. We'll go for the World Cup. Even when you don't bring the cup, we were there.
So that is what Councillor is telling us this morning, and he has very, very different views, and I hope that people are able to, analyze it properly. Sometimes I like it when people are having opposing views because it.
What do you call opposing?
It allows us to.
No, what do you call opposing? Don't use that word on me. No, what do you call opposing?
But yes, we are still here with him. We just want to go for a quick break, and when we come back, we'll continue with some other trending issues. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Posing for the way.
Councillor, TV Africa no honor and then come well,
unfortunately for us, when people say what is called a Dawakumaso? Somebody are going to play for Ghana, and for you think they didn't perform well. What is your problem? No. I mean, they've got to play for Ghana. No, they've got to play for Ghana, and this is their performance. What were you expecting?
Sir, I thought we won't talk about this crowd.
No, we are doing managing conflict. You're not wrapping up. Yeah.
So today we'll wrap up with that.
No, we are not wrapping up. We're not actually so
we shouldn't wrap up with that.
No, we are teaching. I mean,
there have been percentages, and that will be the last day we discuss.
No, for the way.
What's it?
Yes, sure. Sorry, viewers. I was talking to one of the shortest producers in Ghana. Currently, because people who are short beings think that they are just leading us everywhere they want to lead us. Even in sex, they want to do that. If you're having sexual intercourse with a short girl, be very careful otherwise you have heart attack because they never get to orgasm. But it is just a statement I just made. Bema will be our problem. But you see, Jifa, can we change our lifestyle in a certain way that don't always expect a win? In life, there are two things, win or lose. Losing is a mark. Winning is a mark. When you win, you have to strategize to move ahead. When you lose, you have to strategize to move ahead. So what is your case?
But you know, this is the first time we've lost. We've been losing for some time now. It was the reason why CK Akono was changed and all that. So it's not just
do you know why we changed CK Akono?
Why?
Because we needed somebody else with an international connection. And CK Akono didn't have it.
To do what?
To have the international connection.
To do what?
You know, there are people that they will never respect you because of your local mentality.
You think that?
Oh, I'm telling you.
This coach that we had, I met a few. Is it I met a few?
None of them. No local coach can ever compare himself to a foreign coach.
What international connections do we have when you are playing very well and you are getting the attention
you are
of everyone
fortunate
else?
You have a US visa. You see, if you meet people who have Schengen visas and they see your visa and there's US visa inside, they respect you because the process by which you can get a United States visa is not like a Schengen visa. So I'm saying that
I don't get how you think.
It's not thinking.
Connections is the way out for Ghana football.
About what again?
No, if you are playing and everyone is seeing you and you're performing very well.
No, but you think what you see on the field, the most football we played before we come to the field.
Oh, please.
And you see, this is why most men are very sexually weak until they take Tonka Tali. Because you see, your performance in bed is hidden. You come out and they think you are doing well in bed, but the whole secret is that you took Tonka Tali.
So you think we always play the match before?
Every match
so
is
that
played
means
already.
Matches are not fair.
I say match, it is, when you say matches are not fair, tell the girl that her ass is on Facebook. And if this is not the natural but us. If you have money, beef it up. You understand? Yes. Work well. You are working like you are in the farm. You just came on. I apologize for what you saw. It is not the original. This is the fake. And this is what God did. All of a sudden, you saw a lady walking just like that. Only Nanti. A woman must walk in right one. But she was just walking.
Hers is natural, please. Counselor, hers is
natural. Right one. I'm sorry. Viewers, this is bad views. But don't worry, not sure why. We'll change it for her when we close the show. We'll let her do the other one like the natural one. I thank God it was not the producer. Because if the producer could have come into this scene, I could feel because the producer herself lives close to the place. Microphone able to when you wale. Utina bomu wo hono. Enya hwe Gabi na ye dede wo hono. Awale ama wa say confused. Obi ana oye virgin. Owale we ye hu so onye virgin. Sa asem ne be di nkomo. But you see, conflict is the problem we are trying to manage today. I'm saying that.
To start to that topic.
Yes, you see. The issue is that I see a lot of issues happening on trending issues and whatever, but there's too much conflict. And like I said, Miss G must apologize to the husband and the said man in the office of the vice president.
Why must Miss G apologize? I understand if
to
she
the husband.
has to apologize to that said man.
Yes, and
in
the husband.
office of the vice president.
And the husband.
But why does she need to apologize to her husband?
Because if
her husband came to show support.
No, where support? Then when I show you support, you expose me.
How did Miss G expose
You see,
her
your
husband?
trade secret must always be kept.
How did Miss G expose
So
her
your
husband?
trade secret must be kept as a trade secret. Whoever gives me access to a higher person in life, you keep the person.
So how did Miss G expose
Miss
her
G
husband?
just exposed the husband to show that there's no leadership in their marriage.
By doing what? Because I don't get it because I am aware that the husband came up voluntarily.
But was the husband part
to speak on the issue?
Because the wife started that I gave the audio to only one person who is my husband. So you expose your husband.
In any way, her husband doesn't feel offended. So why
no. I'm saying that I want to help Miss G before she starts conflict in her marriage.
But apologizing to somebody who doesn't feel offended doesn't solve any problem.
Who says he doesn't feel offended? I'm telling you what you don't know.
Oh, so
yes.
he has told you.
And if this
are you privy to this?
If this action doesn't cause this guy to be offended, then he has a problem mentally.
Are you privy to this information that he is offended? Because
yes.
There is no indication that he's offended.
No, but what's the last time you heard him speaking after the write-up? When the wife cares the man. Have you heard him speaking again?
So did he have to speak again because the wife hasn't spoken again?
And yes, because if he doesn't stop speaking, he will say what he's not supposed to say.
Do you agree with me that apologizing to somebody who doesn't feel offended doesn't solve anything?
No, it solves a lot of things because it puts the person into proper thinking.
Apologizing to somebody who does not feel offended.
I mean, if you offend me and you don't know.
Are you not creating problems where there is no
if you offend me and you don't know, and you come and say, I'm sorry, then it puts you into thinking, what warrants this sorry?
I don't agree with you.
No, your agreement is not why I sit there with you. Actually,
I really don't agree.
I hate people who agree with me.
Obviously.
And especially people like you who claim you are a virgin, not primarily, but practicing virgin. I'm saying that agreeing with me doesn't change it.
What's the difference between practicing and primary virgin?
Oh, practicing virgin are those who use dildos in their vagina and still think they are virgins. People who masturbate and touch their and still think they are virgin. People who watch porno and get wet and still think they are virgin. People who says I'm mighty, then I mean, the life we are living.
Now that you've explained, let me just.
So you've seen where you seen where you are.
Yes, I'm a primary virgin. I beg you.
No, I mean saying primary virgin doesn't change anything. Yeah, that now saying you fa and bad virgins. And yes, you can do first in your force with him because you do now say you know koya. And do no statistics can be bad. You can hire kosia you no can one fashion fire kekete few. It's just the car. It didn't enter, so I didn't think that was the beginning of my virginity. And the moon put in and say first in you soon. Usu so beka so a virgin bela mundi amechia first ye use mo say bia mo ye virgin anita amechia enkrofo am so mo ye virgin and say ye no be advert okru oti dem chena say enti one of the virgins I just mentioned oti manim ha we are see the girl married as a virgin but na ye ntro ni kunu na be kan okra kire. Okay,
so welcome back. We are still here on the entertainment and lifestyle segment, and you can't imagine what was going on
where
over here. When we
just came back.
We are just come to serve you viewers just that. But before that, let me just remind you that Jack Real Estate and Construction Company Limited is saying with only 3,500 Ghana cedis, you can become a landowner. Ladies will understand how little 3,500 Ghana cedis is. So if you can become a landowner with this, then you should grab this opportunity as fast as you can. Their office location is at Kaswa Toll Booth around the Galilea bus stop. Stop by today and talk to them, or you can get ready to visit their sites Fridays and Saturdays from 7 a.m. onwards. And they have two sites, the Winneba site and their Kraman site. They'll take you there, and then you can view the land and choose any of your choice. And yes, with 7,000, you can get a full plot if you are getting 3,500 for half plot of land. And the exciting part is you get free land documentation and free pillars. Yes, they are helping you to start up your building so that you do not have to pay extra with the land documentation or pillars. So please contact Jat J Real Estate and Construction Company Limited today. You can call them on 055-291-7182 or 054-845-6911 or 054-377-8085. Call Jat J Real Estate Company Limited today and be a landowner now. Also, Electroland Ghana Limited is one of the leading dealers in TVs and appliances and the fridges and all that, and the microwaves. These days they have branches all over. I have seen new branches in East Legon. I have seen one on the Ring Road Central, and I think they are just everywhere, and they are a leading brand now. All you have to do is to contact them. They deal in the top brands in Ghana now, from NASCO to LG to Samsung to Midea, Toshiba, all your favorite brands that you have. Electroland Ghana Limited is presenting them to you. And even though we are out of the AFCON, they had a promotion that was covering the AFCON. With only 799 Ghana cedis, you could get a TV set, very clear with good screen quality, to watch all your matches. Those who still love football and do not mind that we are out of the game and want to continue watching, please make sure you get yourself some good package from Electroland Ghana Limited and continue watching your matches. But you should also know that they have their TVs, microwaves, bottom freezer TV starting from 1,499, and microwaves, 20-liter Toshiba microwaves. They're actually a lot. I cannot mention all of them here. Just contact them on 0503 159 739, 0503 159 739, or just locate any of their branches, and please, you are sure to get affordable but quality appliances from your home or offices. And so we'll just go back to our counselor, our notorious counselor George Lutrot, and that we have been talking about a certain topic for some time now. We're going to continue. This is the final part of the topic that we're going to discuss: how to manage conflict in marriages and relationships. And yes, as we have a gazetted Reverend Minister in the building who also doubles as a counselor, would like you to finalize this topic for us. You have been giving us some good intel on it.
Thank you very much.
How do I
the
manage conflict in my relationship?
Is dependent on the minute I'm going to speak about the topic. But let me say that in the first place, if you are still walking on earth and you are alive without any form of leadership, then it's better you die and go to the cemetery to make better use of yourself as a ghost in town. I don't know how many of you have had opportunity to meet a ghost in town, but all the ghosts that came for Christmas left yesterday because they have wasted a lot of resources of ours. So
some ghosts came to Christmas.
Oh yes, I mean some have to come enjoy. They just left. We dispatched the last group. So if somebody took a loan from you for Christmas and you didn't know it's a ghost, it's a bad debt. Are you talking
about literal, like literally? Are you talking about ghosts?
A guy unfortunately met a beautiful girl, and they planned that they weren't for too much, so they want to get married in February, only to find out yesterday night that girl na yesama or go back to Awudume or Chinan Subio.
So you believe in those things? You believe in those
things? It's not I believe in those things. I'll pay a visit to you with one of them next week. I can't
wait. I'm really looking forward to it.
Don't worry. Look, if you want to see a ghost, will you come and tell them what you saw? I promise viewers that I'll let this girl see a ghost. Just few minutes.
I will tell them if I saw it.
I'll show you the process. It's easy. And you will see.
Don't show me the process. Bring the ghost to me.
No, I'll show you a ghost.
Yes, and you make sure that you bring it. So that you can be a witness to the fact that I've seen it.
We are grateful to know that as we are sitting right now, the new family has registered a new ghost in the name of Efia Schwarzenegger's father. And he's a new ghost in town. When you meet the old man, don't greet him. Run away, because that is Efia Schwarzenegger's father who just passed on. Efia Yemao Shedding. This is the first time your father is dying. And after the death of your father, it is left to your uncles. You don't have to waste too much resources on your uncles. This funeral must be a funeral of a record, because it's the death of a celebrity like you's father. If you make a mistake and you don't take advantage of this death to change the record of funeral making in this country, we will insult you till nothing is left. You need to bury your father in a grand style. Don't bury him in a coffin, but let's use glass to bury him and expose his body to be unveiled. 1 week viewing is very important to you, but be careful that you don't use all the money on your father's funeral, because you'll be a promise so. And this can never back.
Counselor, did you hear that Moesha has resurfaced?
Moesha has never gone anywhere. He's always been there.
I said resurfaced.
No, she's not gone anywhere. It's a family that should respect us. They wrote a letter to us that we should allow Moesha to go and sleep. So if they respect us, they should write back to us that Moesha is back. We should learn to follow protocols. So whether she's back or not, she didn't go anywhere. But you see, talking about Moesha and our topic that we are discussing, I've said this before, that we are talking about how to manage conflict in relationship and in marriage. And it's two things. When you are not married, there's a particular conflict that you work with. And when you're married, there's a conflict you work with. And we've been discussing these things several times, but we've not finished. And we just started the main topic from today. And definitely those who are writing the note will follow what I'm saying. Conflict, I told you what it was. We've defined that. And I told you that when it comes to the human race, the male and the female have different forms of conflict. But women are embodiment of conflict naturally. As you are sitting, you are a conflict that God created for us on earth. And so everything about you is a conflict. Your shape is a conflict. When you are naked, it's a conflict. When you are wearing a dress, it's a conflict. But that is not to men. So once you begin to have what we call interpersonal relationship, then you have to learn how to manage the conflict that we have. And by popular request, we're going to treat a topic here called managing abuse. Somebody said that they want to learn how to manage abuse in the modern 21st century. And yes, we'll do that and communicate. No, we can't do that next week. I mean, the book is not ready to be read next week. We've not finished the conflict.
But you can start giving us some,
what we are teaching now is very important, because there's too much conflict in the system. We've not gotten anywhere.
Is there not too much abuse in the system as well?
No, there's no abuse. No, there's no abuse. No, there's no abuse. We are abusing ourselves. But I'm saying that the conflict thing also contributes to our mentality of thinking we are being abused in a way. Now, anytime you want to manage conflict, I said it, learn how to identify the type of conflict that is going on. If you don't know the type of conflict, it is difficult for you to come and manage it. And we are not talking about dealing with conflict. We are saying managing conflict. To deal with and to manage are not the same. Unfortunately, the way people are brought up, they are brought up by different forms of conflict. So we have conflict as a result of the way you are brought up. the home you are coming from always have a particular form of character that when you come out, it leads you to conflict. People don't know about that. So I live in a house where the toilet is confined. Then another person live in a house where the toilet is outside.
Okay.
So when they want to go to toilet, they walk from their room and go. And even their house is not office, but they've written Bema there, Emma there. It's not complex. But they live in a compound house where there are two toilets, male and female. So when you go and the female is empty and there's somebody in the male, no matter how your stomach is running, you need to keep standing. So you see the way the person was brought up. But here comes to a house with a 4-bedroom house with 5 toilets. Every room has a toilet, and there's a toilet at the guest area where they call guest toilet. So when you're having running stomach, you can be in the toilet and read Bible. You can be in the toilet and read a storybook. Once people like this begin to start a life somewhere, and this level of what you might call luxury but necessity is not available, it begins a conflict. So you are married to a woman who every time she's complaining, then cry obia yem kana atiafi de wo bekwa ti se eba ansa na ye kotiafi na akoshe tiafi ma ti se afi na ofre tiafi no wo be hye wo sa na ye de eba me so de tiafi de me pa na obi hye ho na me ba na nipa mpie ya na me tiafi ne ko e ko de ho de
what you are trying to say indirectly is that conflict is caused by change.
No change. It's because part of it's not change. I have lived a life in a certain way. I've been brought up in a certain way. And I find myself in another place that whatever I was trained with, I should live by it. But unfortunately, where I am is demanding me to live in a certain way.
Change.
It is not
change of environment, change of anything. It could be changed. The situation is different. And that is what is causing conflict.
It could be changed. I'm not saying that change doesn't bring conflict. Because there can be a change, but there's continuity of what you're living with. You can still change your environment, but still living in a 4-bedroom house with 7 toilets instead of 4. You understand? So it shouldn't cause conflict with you. But I'm saying that there are things that we don't understand, and it becomes conflict. Because once she's complaining at the toilet door, that me jana will be now me tia finish because this 3 days answer because there are 3 days in for money 3 days only 3 days that toilet come. So you in the toilet and say me ni na be jana wakasa sa na me there me so me ni no be bodo ne pa na me be nature. You know, this is what it is. So look at 2 couple living in the house. One says, when I'm ready to go to ease myself, and then I get to the washroom or the toilet, and there's somebody there, my ability to ease myself goes back and will take 72 hours to come back. There's another person inside the toilet who says that when I'm in the toilet and somebody knocks the door, that's the end. The toilet will not come again. I have to struggle and pray before it will come. I have to come out and come and drink water before it will come. Some were raised in 7-bedroom house with 7 toilets. Some were raised in chamber and hall with an open toilet.
So what would you call that situation? What causes conflict?
So this is a conflict that is erupting as a result of upbringing.
Okay.
So I told you something is called environmental conflict, which must not be used as a problem between us. But we refuse to understand that this is where I'm coming from. How do I adjust so there shouldn't be conflict? You can't live in my house and behave like I live in your father's house. Who one dog? That's what the problem is. You cannot look for me and want me to create an environment like your father's house. Jifa, wherever you are living now is an environment that is okay for you. This is where I grow. And you have people who say, I've lived my whole life in cantonment and I've not found anything like this. How do I come and live in a place where water is difficult? I don't know. When you're bathing, they're complaining that, hey, so what are you doing with the water that is running? In my house, nobody talks about water. Yes, what they are saying is not a lie, but how do you adjust? Because immediately what is natural to you becomes unnatural in another place. It leads to conflict. So we need to manage it, because when we decide to deal with it, then there'll be fight, chaos, abuse, and then we begin to say that, oh yeah, so conflict management is identifying the cause of conflict, but you, the individual, must come to a point to know whether is this conflict. People marry fresh and you are not coming. People can snore, they can snore, and while they are snoring, they are enjoying their sleep.
Okay.
And you, who is just a partner who is supposed to enjoy the snoring as music, you are complaining. May die the whole of the night. But it's part of the package of marriage. People will say, "And no sorry no pa, o si usu sabi dem say na wade tie, me de minim kura, me kunu ye wade ye no, de bia ahomache, wade ne sabe count, anaju, wade ne sabe count." Adem dem wade, dem pa empema gura na. So it is now sexual conflict. We will have to learn how to manage the individual titles of conflict. And as you want to wrap up, I want people to understand that conflict is not demonic. So if you have any challenge like that, whether it's conflict as a result of self-inflicted, created or upbringing, 0277 has been a number long time. There has not been anything that shows that the number have changed. And if anybody makes a mistake to use this number, on 0277 Tonga Tali 609 644. And thank you very much for your confession about the way what the tea did for you.
Oh, yes.
And God bless you for being honest. And the rest of you who are still looking for it, the apps tea are still alive for you. Come for the apps tea and drink some to feel très bien. Now, body and you're okay. It is what we call that simple. Okay,
so thank you very much, Counselor. And he just mentioned conflict as a result of upbringing. So we should understand at certain times when we are not able to adapt to different situations and we're experiencing conflict, it is very likely that it's because of our upbringing. And we have to deal so much about that. And that has been a wonderful one from Counselor. That is what we have for you for the entertainment and lifestyle segments today. We thank you for following us everywhere that we go. And tomorrow is Friday, end of the week, starting of the weekend.
Why do you look excited when it's coming to Friday? Why is there anything?
I'm a Friday born.
You're born on Friday.
To bring you the best and always stay with us. Meet us same time tomorrow. Goodbye.
Wow. You are a Friday born.
I am.
That's the biggest mistake. You, the way you look, you are a Friday born. You are a Friday born.
Papa.
Whoa. You. And two are very four. So let's continue our conversation. I bring the boxes. Very important. Charlie, this chair is not good, honestly.
Charlie, Counselor, please tell them, all the producers and the directors, tell them.
Sorry, people are watching and we are just wasting their time. So let's continue our conversation very, very fast and move in the next 20 minutes. So, Jiva, so like we've been talking about for some time now, we want to just help our viewers here.
Yes, boss.
Because you see this conflict thing, AI said, oh, Charlie, also for bag in the coin.
Tonga Tali, who just put off the light?
Like they say, Madam Ebano Medum, some can say Minister Military Light Bill. But we are seeing Ubia Bay Dache. So I think my camera is still okay, the position. I've not even watched the view. So okay, so Jifa, it's been a good time in trying to understand what conflict is, and we'll definitely end up the conflict game.
So Tonga Tali has coffee too?
Oh yes.
I thought it only had
the peel.
Yeah.
No, it's not just the capsule. So, like I'm saying, there are a lot of things that we do that at the end of the day, make sure you don't bring your face inside the video because you are used to bringing your face in the video anytime you try to adjust it. So, Jifa, we've gone a long way, just like Funny Love has supported us for many times.
What?
Funny Love has supported us. You heard something else?
Oh, no, I heard Funny Love.
So, like I was saying earlier on, there are a lot of things that we go through that ends up to become conflict. But unfortunately for us, we have not identified the reason why it's a conflict in our relationship. The fact that you are not married, the life you are living now could lead you to a serious conflict when you get into double this. Because your single life is another life that most of the times you don't understand what it is. Why? Because you are now single. Your closing is even another story. Like, Opon ejuma undwi obia ho enkonu aduane mo obia nyame anoa otwa na wadi ana otipo anye yi a o maame ene noa ema onya bidi o just here. So there are a lot of issues that people are living with now that the way they are living now will become a conflict in future. I don't know if we are still live, but it's okay because
we are live.
We are live because unfortunately for us, ever since you cross your leg, it is still not on Facebook, and that's about 10 minutes now. I was waiting for them to come and write that your legs are crossed, but to say you are in a different world. But let's try and learn this thing as we go ahead. Male and female are not the same, and in life there should always be somebody leading somebody somewhere. Now that you're not married, Who do you think is leading you?
I'm leading myself.
Okay. So that's the mistake in life. Because as you are, you can't lead yourself now.
Should my father lead me?
Yes.
But I don't live in my father's house.
No, the fact that you don't live in your father's house doesn't mean they are not leading you.
Okay. Then if we put it in that direction, probably I didn't answer it right, then I think my father is leading me. Because
Yes.
I still look up to him and talk to him when I need any help in it.
I mean, your parents, you are accountable and you are answerable to them. So there should be a leading spirit of every individual. The conflict starts when the one leading you has handed over the baton to somebody else to lead you, and you willingly say yes, but they can't lead you like your previous leader.
They cannot leave in many instances from what you are saying.
Yeah.
If you have experienced leadership from your father.
Yes.
And now it has been handed over to your husband.
Yes.
And he is not able to lead you like how your father was leading you.
Thank
and
you.
Cause conflict.
So who is causing the conflict? Is it your husband, your father, or you?
You.
Why you? Brilliant answer. Why you?
You are not the one to be able to. You are not able to manage the difference.
Thank you.
How different both of them are.
And what is the difference?
How do you mean by what is the
You say you are not able to manage the difference. What is the difference?
Different personalities, two different people altogether. The fact that one is a father and one is a husband.
So the problem is that the difference is that you are looking for your father in your husband. So the conflict is not your husband. The conflict is not your father. The conflict is you, because you are looking at your father in your husband.
I don't like the fact that you use women as the subject a lot of times. We are talking about conflict. Please sometimes use an example of men.
Unfortunately for us, what conflict is the embodiment of women. Where there are no women, no conflict with
But before we progress, you mentioned that to be able to resolve or manage conflict, you have to start by identifying it, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted us to.
Yes, identification is very important. I just gave you one right now. I can't treat you like your father, girl. No, I can't.
But you should be able. But leadership is very similar in so many ways.
But no, that's a mistake. That's where the problem is.
I hope in treating somebody like the father, you don't mean spending, because I've heard lots of men saying, whenever they are spending on a woman, they claim, I'm not your father. I'm not the one supposed to do this and that. I hope that is not what you're telling me. Because I have videos of you where you have stated emphatically that a man should be comfortable with spending on a woman he calls his own.
Yes.
Especially when you are, beyond just a casual friendship and go into
good. But what I'm saying here is that no matter how I spend on you, I cannot spend like your father, because the thing is that he is your father and I am your husband. But I'm saying that majority of the conflict, especially in the marital area, is that women look for their father in their husbands.
Is it wrong to look for your father in your husband?
The word wrong
because
is
if
a minimal word.
If you are looking for your father in your husband, it's because there are some special qualities of leadership that he might have exhibited, and you expect him to exhibit. Remember that this husband we are talking about will also be a father to other people.
No, but are you? My wife is not my daughter.
No, I know.
So anytime we mention father, if a girl says my father, then who is she?
But I'm saying that if we talk about father,
yes,
he's not talking about the actual human being.
But what is he looking at? Now, but the qualities. How can you produce the qualities in a father whilst you are a boyfriend? How can you produce a quality in a father whilst you are a sex mate? How can you produce a quality in a father whilst you are a driver? The fact that you are a male doesn't make you a father.
We should delve down into the qualities we're talking about.
Yeah, because what you have seen as qualities in your father, that your father wakes up in the morning, Jefa, Elanyureha, Elo, Egbe, Ayi Solomel.
Counselor, I have to investigate you. You have some side chick somewhere. I'm telling you.
I'm an Ewe.
Counselor Luchos, you're a Ga.
Since when?
Your father is an Ewe?
No, since when did I become a Ga?
I don't know about that, so tell me, your father is an Ewe?
No, you don't know I'm not a Ga. How did you know I'm a Ga?
Because you have said it somewhere before.
Where?
I have seen a video of you saying that you were
That was a sexual influence.
Okay.
Don't take everything when we are in
sex. So your father is an Ewe?
You are not discussing my father.
How are you
I am here and you are asking about my father.
How are you an Ewe?
Because I am an Ewe.
How are you an Ewe?
By birth? If you wake up in the morning, your father says you're an Ewe, do you want to challenge your husband?
Are you an Ewe by birth or by will? You just decided to pick one tribe and
if I want to pick any tribe, you think I'll pick an Ewe?
Of course. Why else would you pick?
Why?
Because that's the tribe that you admire most.
No, who says so?
I am telling you.
No, the qualities I have in the Ewes is the juju, and if there's anything I'll fight for, it's their juju
I am
mentality.
telling you, that is what exactly. So you have something you are fighting for from Ewes.
Right now as an Ewe, you are a shrine.
You have something you are fighting for from Ewes.
No, that is just the juju mentality. As you are sitting, you are a shrine.
I know I am.
Yes.
Have I ever?
Everybody says that only I benige a trim prana ujana. So okona kopa the bush of fortune.
Don't mean punjai.
O say now we so be to me no trim prana. Son, I would say. We are sincere.
Counselor, I take it as a joke. You are not an Ewe because you haven't even been able to explain or prove how you are an Ewe.
Don't worry. In my improvement of being an Ewe is when I'm coming to pay your bride price and your parents are demanding where is it coming from. Then we tell you that he is an Ewe. But you see, like I said, your father wakes up in the morning and he addresses you in that way. Now, do you expect me as your husband to wake up in the morning and address you in the same way?
Similar, it's okay.
What bodam?
Similar
is okay. Boom.
Similar is
you have a mental deficiency.
Similar is
if you are looking for your father in your husband, you are not just insane, but you are so stupid that you want to die early and kill somebody's son.
Is it wrong that your husband comes to you, hello, my love?
Do you want to become a rival to your mother? This is the conflict in homes. Where most daughters, because they are growing and just looking like their mother, they are trying to replace their mother in their homes.
My father was everything to me, and my mother never felt it was a threat. She felt it was
no. Have you been your mother before?
Well, I am so close to my mother too. So
no, have you been your mother before? Don't tell me you are close to your mother again. I have
decided to
you see, when you tell me that, no, when you tell me I'm close to my mother, do you know what you're trying to tell me? Anytime your mother is getting to orgasm, do you feel it?
Does that mean if I tell anybody that I'm close to you, does that mean that I feel it?
Which is a lie. You can't be close to me. Don't say that anywhere.
But can I tell somebody that I know you?
You don't know me.
So what can I tell somebody? What word can I use to tell somebody that I know you?
There's no connection between us. This is the guy I know, he's counselor. He's the guy who comes every Thursday. We have a show. After the show, nothing else. Like the way you told the guy who called me. You got what I'm talking about?
But counselor,
don't assume a relationship that is not available.
I'm just saying that my father, and I am an example. I'm using myself as an example.
Be careful because the example
I had a very exceptional relationship with my father. And my mother sees it to be beautiful.
No, have you been your mother before?
No problem.
Have you seen your mother before?
I have decided to stand in her shoes before.
No,
I have asked her.
That's the problem we have.
She has replied before.
So the question is that will you ever grow to be like your mother in marriage?
Obviously.
Because you're not marrying your father, how can you be like your mother in the marriage? These are the conflict I'm talking about.
But you see, I am a typical example of a woman who expects to see a man in my life or the man in my life to be similar or have similar traits. Some, not all, because my father has some traits that I don't like.
Then let me announce to your mother that very soon, your daughter will be interested in your husband. Talk.
Very soon. I was interested in my father ever since I was born. He is my father.
No, I'm not interested as a daughter. I just told your mother that she's about to have a rival who is
These are just your words, and they mean nothing.
To who?
To her and to everybody else there.
But who says she's watching?
Because she's watching. She watches my show every time.
Yes, but this one is on Facebook. Somebody will go and tell her.
She is watching.
Okay, but if she's watching, then she should know that she has raised a very wrong person like you. Because if your mother raises you, no,
it will take more than just your words or even 1,000.
No, but